Welcome to part 9 of this video lecture series on chapter 8. The subjects we're going to discuss right now are actually the next two videos. Migration of virtual machines between hosts, that's actually video 10. What we're going to talk about now is creating templates and cloning VMs, creating templates, creating VMs from templates once you've generated a template. We create templates in order to make provisioning easier. So basically, a template is not a VM you can run, but it is the raw material you can turn into a new runnable VM. That template often includes the guest OS, the image of a set of applications, the OS image, and when you turn that template into a specification, into a new VM, you can apply a configuration specification that takes settings and adds it to the new VM, so it comes out ready to go. It's like we actually worked with this concept in System Center as well. When you're building your template, you had your hardware profile and your guest OS template and your OS profile. Your configuration specification is roughly analogous to that OS profile. You can create a template in a couple of different ways. Either you can clone an existing VM to a template, or you can convert an existing VM to a template without making a full copy, without creating a new object. So basically, you have a VM, you turn it into a template. There are limitations to that, however. When you take a VM and turn it into a template without cloning it first, you are stuck, as it were, in the virtual machine format that VM was in. If it was thin provisioned, the new one will be. If it was thick provisioned, lazy zeroed, the new one will be. If it was thick provisioned, eager zeroed, the new one will be. Alternatively, you can clone an existing VM into a template. So essentially what you do, when you do that, you have more choices in terms of drives format. Either you can leave it as is, or you can turn that template into, say, a thin provisioned, or thick lazy, or thin eager, or thick eager. Now, cloning existing virtual machines, that's an alternative to deploying from a template. So basically, you have a VM. You're not trying to turn that VM into, you want another of that VM, but you only want one other. If you have a VM and you want more than one other copy of that VM, you need to build a template. If you have one VM and you need to make another, you can clone it. Say, for example, you're practicing this sort of thing on your local system. And you have one ESXi host built the way you want it. And you decide, hey, I need another ESXi host. Rather than building the whole thing over again, you clone it. You can do the same thing in ESXi and in, actually, strike that. You may not be able to do the same thing in EXXi. You have to have vCenter. Now, in newer versions of ESXi, you may actually be able to clone. I might have to try that. Anyway, what you do is you create a full duplicate of the existing configuration. You can then customize the guest OS, because otherwise you have two identical copies. That means two identical SIDs, UUIDs, whole 9 yards. So there's that. So it kind of looks like this. So this is the result. This is the ideal workflow. So you have your sales template. You have your custom specifications. You have your vCenter server. Your vCenter server takes your sales template, your custom specifications, and it clones off a new VM. And that's all there is to it. So thanks for watching, and we'll be right back with creating I'm going to do a demo of creating a template from a VM, and then a VM from a template. Kind of, we've worked with this before in the in System Center. The same kind of concept. Turn a VM into a template. Then you can turn that template into as many VMs as you want. So we'll be right back. Thanks for watching.